What? Did that really happen? Sports Snippets Dennis Sullivan. What's going on? Sunday night. NFC Championship getting ready to start. Just got done watching Cincinnati Bengals advance to their third Super Bowl in franchise history with an overtime AFC Championship win 27-24 in Kansas City. Unbelievable. If you do like content, of course, go ahead, hit thumbs up. Subscribe as well. That would be great. Let me explain, guys. I took some notes on this, as I usually do. For especially a bigger game, I'll take some notes. But I got to tell you what. Kansas City, the Chiefs, in their bid to become this, they could have become with a win today against the Bengals, the fourth team in NFL history to appear in 3 consecutive Super Bowls. That's not happening. They wound up getting the home field once things broke their way, because remember, the Tennessee Titans way back when had home field advantage. Once it went to Kansas City as Tennessee loses in the divisional round, I think we're all thinking, well, that was the break the Chiefs needed. They're going back to zero. Most of us were thinking that. Some key takeaways. So hang with me, guys. And I got towards the end of the video, I'm going to discuss a key stat. So hang out for a while, for a few minutes anyway, or a key fact regarding the Cincinnati Bengals and their Super Bowl history is concerned, which I think is pretty interesting. Early on, what I saw was a Kansas City Chief defense extremely aggressive. They were, to their credit, they were blitzing, sending guys continuously. A couple of borderline grabs in the secondary. Somewhat surprised, at least one of those were not called, either via defensive holding could have been called perhaps on one or two of those, or even interference. What I think really helped the Bengals early on, and it didn't show up right away, was some of the inside running from Joe Mixon. He ripped off a couple of real nice runs as the defense was charging. Wait a second, here comes Mixon right up the middle. So I think his early running definitely helped the cause, and it would wind up keeping that Chief defense honest. They after a while, I think they just figured to themselves, we just can't keep sending guys. They knew the Bengals' strength was not the offensive line. They even said it on the telecast, guys. And it still remains to be not their strength at all. Their offensive line is not that great for the Bengals. Burrow, I never knew could avoid the rush the way he did tonight or today or whatever the heck it was this evening. Unbelievable. The key point of the game. Chiefs still up, looking strong. Looking strong. Have the ball, drive it right down the field. The first half's almost over. They're up 21-10. They have time for one more play. They're like inside the 5, right? 5 seconds left. We're all sitting there. I'm sure you were sitting there saying to yourself, well, yeah, you get a throw into the end zone. That should be fine. And if it goes incomplete, you just kick the field goal. No, that doesn't happen. Even if they would have made it, it was a horrendous call. With that screen type pass to the left, receiver gets tackled, no more timeouts, because they had no more timeouts. Clock expires. Chiefs still up 21-10, but wait a second. They were just up 21-3. Bengals had that awesome screen to Perrine, the right side that went for a big touchdown. So now they go into the half 21-10. And then you could see this like in the third quarter was more of the slow momentum was building for the Bengals. It wasn't like this onslaught of momentum. And most of us are probably sitting there going, well, Chiefs will pull it out. I mean, they are the better team. Didn't happen. It almost didn't even go to overtime. With the Mahomes sack on third down, fumbles, Kansas City lucky to recover that. Patrick Mahomes intercepted twice. Otherwise, twice in the second half, too. Both in the second half. 26 of 39, 275, and 3 touchdowns. Otherwise, the Chiefs ran the ball pretty well. Jerick McKinnon, 12 for 65. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 6 carries, 36 yards. But they're getting well over 5 yards a carry with those two, the main two ball carriers. Even Mahomes would have had 3 carries, 19 yards. And we saw him moving so much, especially in the second half. Credit to the Bengals secondary. In the clutch, not a lot. Mahomes is running around like he's in the schoolyard. Like you're at recess, Remember those days? Playing two-hand touch or whatever. He's scrambling around. He's running all over the place with the ball. No one's open. McCall Hardman, 2 carries, 18 yards. Michael Burton, a carry for a yard for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce was huge. When does he not play big? 10 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill did most of his damage in the first half, finishing with 7 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. Hardman, 3 catches, 52 yards and a touchdown. McKinnon out of the backfield, 3 for 30. Byron Pringle, 2 catches, 16 yards. Helaire out of the backfield, a catch for 4 yards. Joe Burrow looking to become, not only would he become the first quarterback in NFL history, should he win a Super Bowl. I believe they said to go to a Super Bowl in his second season, either first or within the first 2 seasons, as a number 1 draft pick. So in other words, of all the number 1 draft picks, no one's taken their team to a Super Bowl in their first 2 years, if I understood correctly. I don't think they said 1 to go to. Burrow was good. I mean, he wasn't super all game, but he was big in the clutch. 23 of 38, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. It was his running ability. He would be credited with running for 25 yards on 5 carries, but I'm telling you right now, guys, he escaped some big blitzes, a lot of heat on Burrow. Joe Mixon, your unsung hero in this game, 21 carries, 88 yards. Jamar Chase, a carry for 3 yards. Your other unsung hero for the Cincinnati Bengals from Clemson University, T. Higgins, 6 catches, 103 yards. A couple of big runs after the catch. He was all over the place. Jamar Chase getting a lot of attention from the Chiefs. Did a good job on him. 6 catches, 54 yards and a touchdown. Samaje Perine with the big screen pass touchdown. 3 catches, 43 yards touchdown. Mixon out of the backfield, 3 for 27. Tyler Boyd mostly did his work underneath. 4 catches, 19 yards. He's an accomplished wide receiver. You never know when he's going to factor in, because now you have Higgins and Chase, so he's like that third guy now. Drew Sample, at least in their game plan, and getting the targets. Drew Sample, catch for 4 yards. So, guys, thank you if you hung out this long. Here is the fact, the strange fact/stat, and that is, as the NFC Championship game starting up right now as I make this video, should the 49ers figure out a way to defeat the Los Angeles Rams in Southern California, that means that the Cincinnati Bengals have been to 3 Super Bowls in over 50 years, and all 3 times they played the same team in the San Francisco 49ers. Early 80s, when they had Ken Anderson as starting quarterback. Late 80s, when they had Boomer Esiason as starting quarterback. And now, 2022 for the 2021 regular season. How weird and almost kind of freaky, weird, strange, scary, strange would that be? Over 50 years, 3 Super Bowl appearances, not bad. Really not bad when you consider, right? I mean, Brady went a ton of times in the AFC. But all 3 games, should the Niners win Sunday, would be against the 49ers. If the Niners don't win, then you could just throw what I just said out the window because it won't mean anything. But anyway, we got to discuss a little Cincinnati Bengal Super Bowl history in the process. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was amazing. Let me know what you think. Unbelievable stuff, guys. Joe Burrow in his 2nd season takes the Cincinnati Bengals to the Super Bowl. He just won a national championship in college 2 years ago. And strangely enough, as I mentioned in the other video I did yesterday, strangely enough, one of his big wide receivers, T. Higgins, played against them at Clemson. Think about that for a few minutes. So I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.